This next technique uses craft foam and paperboard to make a stamp. You can make your own stamp with any type of pattern you'd like. You don't have to buy them. This is much cheaper, and you can get craft foam at any craft store very cheaply. And I'm using plain paperboard, but you can also use just a cracker box or a cereal box. It's the same type of material. I have a Sharpie pen, I have a fine line one, but you can certainly use a thicker line, a craft knife, a foam brush with my matte Mod Podge, and a pair of scissors, and a cutting mat for underneath for doing my cutting on the foam sheet. So I'm going to make a pattern with thin stripes and circles, and I'm going to draw in my circles on the foam sheet, and then I will cut them out using the craft knife. I don't need them to be perfect, I don't need them to be the same size. This is just going to be a fun little pattern. You can use these with acrylic paint, which probably works better than ink pad, but you can use ink pad as well. With my craft knife, I'll just cut easily around the circle. Craft foam is so easy to cut. It feels like butter under your knife, or with the scissors. You can see how that just pops right out, and I can trim up the edges a little bit later before I'm ready to glue it onto the paperboard. Circles are cut out, and I'm going to just cut some thin strips from the other side of the foam sheet. You can see how easily it cuts. Cut a little more if I need to. I'm going to see how this looks. So on my paperboard, I'm just going to see how I want to place these. They're a little bit long, so I'll just cut some off. Once I get it on my page, stamped on my page. So now what I'll need to do is get a good amount of Mod Podge and start transferring these pieces to the paperboard so that it'll be permanent.